Hello coloring friends, welcome to Finding Color 100 Prompts bi-weekly challenge where everyone color in adult coloring books for certain prompts, and we have 2 weeks for coloring. And before we'll see our results for the last prompt, I want to apologize because in our last video for the prompt carrot I made mistake. I wrote the wrong name of colorist on the illustration. I understand that it could happen even before, but actually I've been doing this for several years, and it's the first time I made such mistake. That was a hectic day for me because my daughter was arriving and I needed to go to airport and I needed to finish editing video and post it. So that's the reason. I think it's understandable, but still I know that it's not nice for the person who colored that picture and I put someone else's name on it. So now you can see that illustration and the true colorist name on it. I believe many of you know. So I'm sorry, and I hope no more mistakes. And now let's see our results for the prompt number 56 book. This prompt we had in our first season. It was quite popular. Many wanted to color it again. In first season we had 100 illustrations for this prompt, and this time we have 150. Such interesting numbers. A lot of pictures, because it's very easy to find illustrations with books, and so of course you will see many different coloring books in our slideshow, many artists. I will mention just a few that were more popular for this prompt. Forest Girl coloring book by Apple, Diane Dufour, Nelko Neko, very beautiful, interesting illustrations. Kirby Rosanes, of course, Morgan O'Brien, Milpomeni, Katsi Panayotou, Denise Clete. We have illustrations with libraries, bookshelves, different characters reading books, and some fantasy themed illustrations with books. So very interesting. Let me show my illustration. I was able to color only one because my daughter came for holidays, so I have less time for coloring. But anyway, we both colored in same book. It was fun. And let me show my illustration. House of the Dragon. It was one of my new books, and it is the first illustration. Somehow I thought that it's the same publisher that published Game of Thrones coloring book. I don't know why I thought this, and so I thought to use same media that I use in that book. I know that I used Derwent Graphitint. They were very good on that paper, and polychromos as well. But when I started coloring, and I noticed that no, it's different paper. No Graphitint, they don't work nicely on this paper. Same with polychromos. I colored this dress. They don't look that bright as they can, and no good blending, no easy blending, so I was not happy. And on this costume I tried using water-based marker at first, and then I used Derwent Chromaflow. This combination I really liked. Maybe I will continue. on other illustrations, coloring like that. So as the result, I'm not quite happy with this completed page. I like how the book turned out, though it looks really medieval, very old book with these pages becoming dirty, darker. So that was my result, and let me show my daughter's result. Same book, and her illustration is very different, and her style of coloring is very different. She used Prismacolors, and she says they work nicely on this paper, so maybe I will try Prismas as well. And her result is quite different from mine, darker, maybe more atmospheric, and I say to her that your result is more artistic and mine more amateurish, like this. So it was fun coloring with her. Okay, now let's see all the submitted illustrations for this prompt. It's going to be quite a long video with that number of illustrations, and I hope you will enjoy it. Let's go! So friends, that was our results for the prompt book. Thank you everyone who took part in this challenge. And now, of course, let me take my colorful box with all the prompts. And I hope this time we'll get something maybe not that easy to find. It's always interesting when we get prompts, simple one, more complicated one. For me it's more interesting this way, but anyway, you never know. Let's find out what we'll get this time. Oh, I think this prompt would be not that easy to find. We'll have to do some effort to find an illustration because it's a necktie. I can't remember many illustrations with necktie. Let's include in this prompt like classical necktie and bow tie, because it's kind of same thing, just different shape. Anyway, still I can't remember. I think in my one of my favorite coloring books with cats, there should be some neckties, I believe, but other than that I don't remember any girls wearing neckties. And many illustrations that I have, they're more like fantasy style, so it's going to be interesting to look through my collection what I'll be able to find. I'm off now and see you in a second. So friends, surprisingly it didn't take me much time to find quite a choice of illustrations with neckties, more than I had expected. So surprise, surprise, maybe you too will find suitable illustrations in books that you don't expect to find anything. Let me show what I have found, some examples. Yes, that book that first came onto my mind, Mademoiselle Katz, and there are two illustrations actually, two double spreads. One is this one, a guy trying to tie his tie. He's going it's going to take some time for him because his cat helping him. Another illustration is with bow ties and lovely cats. Love this illustration. For me it looks more interesting than the previous one. Some performance, I believe. Such elegant cats. Then two issues by Coloring Heaven. One is collection, one simple. Costume by Fabiana Trere. The whole book is dedicated to costumes, but only one illustration with a tie. 20s. I like the costumes, love the girl. The only thing that I'm not excited to color is this building. I don't like such stuff, but it's quite simple illustration. Another Coloring Heaven, Ink House by Rory Dobner, or maybe you have the original book. Two illustrations here. One is this very elegant looking wolf, but the only thing that the tie here is kind of black color, nothing to color, right? But we have another illustration with the tie that we can color, this dog portrait. Again, quite simple illustration. I have colored this guy already, this one, for the prompt glasses, I believe it was, and this one as well. Quite nice and easy. The Princess by Anne Kronheimer. We have kind of prince here wearing a bow tie. Another surprise, Circus by Sarah Walsh, and here we have a quite unusual character wearing a tie. This, oh, how you call this guy in English? I don't know, but you can't find many illustrations with this guy, and especially wearing a tie. So I really like this picture. And also we have a clown wearing a tie here. So quite unexpected find. And another unexpected character wearing a bow tie. Owls by Marjorie Sarnat. And we have this kind of steampunkish owl wearing a bow tie. The choice is much better than I had expected. So I hope you will be able to find something interesting in your collection. Again, maybe something unexpected. So I think it's an interesting prompt. I'm curious to see your illustrations. So 2 weeks for coloring. And that's all for today. See you next time. Bye.